It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' creative quarterback. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Saints and the Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Well, that's into a sea of... Very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we goes along, probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 41, here's a second down and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Throwing again is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gibbs on the toss left. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Harris starts the drive on the ground and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They run again with Harris. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Harris running straight ahead, and it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They hand this off to Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Olave over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Goff now looks to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That is caught by Laporta. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Goff throwing again. This to Laporta, right side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 5-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And the Saints first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff now looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air again. Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this is caught by Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Gone. It's Williams on the catch. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now it's Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On the give, this is Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
To throw is Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Goff.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Goff now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick 6-yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll run. Here's Harris.
Down to about the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
3rd and 2.
Harris.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Goff now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
The Saints 33-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Quick throw to Olave.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. This one taken in by Olave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this time he is in. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now it's gone. This is caught by Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 4.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. It's week 6 of...
The Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.